Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. And today we are doing the Black Diablos. This is post-recording. And yeah, I actually did this when I got back from Star Wars Celebration Europe in Germany, and it's been a lot to catch up with. I thought I would get this done sooner, but unfortunately tonight I have to go. So hopefully I can do this within 2 hours and upload it while I'm away. Oh, so this is the Black Diablos there. I think there was something else as well on the map, not just no, maybe not. It's like the normal Diablos. I didn't think it was that much harder. It is weak to ice, so I'm probably it was a week since I did this video. It probably changed to the what's it called now again? Uh, the ice set. The ice set from the barrier up. There it is. Yeah. So yeah, that's the set. This video didn't really go as I wanted. You will see that, but since there are a lot of time here and try to go through it. Yeah, the Black Diablos. Oof, it actually took a while to kill it, as you can see. 48 minutes. It's the first time I face a Black Diablos. I have not done anymore since then either. I kinda I brought along my PSP to Germany and figured that at night I should be able to to farm some, to be a bit more prepared when I I get back here to Sweden again. But no way in hell that happened. When back from the convention it was like sleep. It's no energy left at all. And yeah, I had great fun at Star Wars Celebration Europe too. It was very fun. I might be able to talk a little bit more about what I learned there in this video. You might be interested and you might not be so interested. But there ain't much to talk about the Black Diablos. Actually, it's just a more angry version of the normal Diablos, and he do a kind of special attack when he fly up through the ground, and not sure if that will one-shot you. It did in in Unite, but that was the normal Diablos that had he kind of dug 2 times and then he came up under you. It's not exactly the same attack. In here he kind of the ground starts to kind of spew up a lot of sand. I think it was 3 times and then he came out flying, and I think I blocked all those attacks and was never really hit by one of them, but I think that will hurt if it do. I can suggest bringing so you can have at least 20 mega potions and couple of what are they called again? Max potions and a lot of traps. Not pitfall traps though, because they don't work, if I am correct. Maybe when enraged, not sure about that. A lot of bombs like on the other Diablos helps, but this one is kinda like the other Diablos is, it's kinda calm in the beginning. It goes enraged from time to time, but it isn't enraged all the time. This felt more like it was enraged all the time. And the good part is that you don't have any other monster trying to mess around with you except maybe Raaaww. Yeah, it didn't feel... It was harder, of course, but the difficulty. It just took longer. And since I failed on the trap, I had to kill it, and that took that kinda did the video a lot longer, because when at the end he was so enraged that he managed to get me there. Bring a lot of sonic bombs, that's also, and flash bombs. I didn't, and yeah, that's why it went like it did. So I talked a little bit about Clone Wars in an earlier video after a comment I had. Clone Wars was over, blaming Star Wars Detours. That is not it's not Detours' fault, and then some people said that Clone Wars was not over, but I think it is, because the guy who made Clone Wars, he is now working on a new series called Star Wars Rebels, which will take place after the Revenge of the Sith and before A New Hope. Kinda hinted towards that some characters that are in Clone Wars might show up again, and yeah, of course they should. I mean, Dengar and stuff like that is in Clone Wars, and Boba is in Clone Wars. And if I'm correct, he doesn't actually die when falling down into that monster in the desert, Sarlacc, or what that was called. But there might be a good chance that Ahsoka actually make it. I hope so. I saw an interview with Ashley Eckstein, and she said that if the opportunity came up for her to be Ahsoka again, then she would gladly be that.
Maloney was speaking yesterday in the main hall, and I know he was quite... Someone asked him, will Ahsoka be back in Rebels? And I know he can't talk about that or whatever else. Would you like to see Ahsoka's story continue 15, 20 years later? Would that be something that you would be keen to do?
Oh, absolutely. That character is so close to my heart. I would love to continue to play Ahsoka if the opportunity arose.
I met Ashley Eckstein a couple of times there at CE2. She is very kind, and got a few autographs from her, which I was glad to get. She's very, very nice, and actually gave me a couple of free autographs. And yeah, I saw I actually wasn't on the information about Star Wars Rebels. I missed that, but I saw a few stuff, and it seems to be... It will probably be very good, probably as good as Clone Wars, and hopefully Ahsoka doesn't die. It would be kind of strange if she did, though, considering how many children that love Ahsoka. Yeah, I don't think she will be killed in the extermination there that's going on. I'm looking forward for Star Wars Rebels. I'm also looking forward for Star Wars Detours. That seems to become very fun. And yeah, so I haven't been really talking a lot about Diablos, which you might have been kind of looking at here. As you can see, it's pretty much the same. This is a silver crown, so it's a large silver crown. Fortunately, I had to get a large silver crown. It's bound to be happen. That was the special attack there, by the way. It's bound to happen sometimes that you don't get a weak little sucker that you can kill. In Ultimate, you can eat the food that makes the chance of getting a weak monster a bit higher. I usually take that when I get it. Oh, that was close. Usually there was a lot of close calls here in this video. And Yeah, I think this was wasn't that hard as I expected, but it wasn't easy. And a shield really helped a lot here. I actually managed to break both horns, even though because I kind of started focusing a bit on trying to hit it in the face and stuff like that when I wasn't that afraid of it anymore. I jumped up a lot and beat it in the face to break both horns, and I did get a twisted horn, so you do get that here. I didn't have many I didn't have many flash bombs and sonic bombs, so the plan of bombing it didn't really work very well, as I was gonna do in the beginning. I kind of planned for that. He eat these cactus plants or whatever that is. It kinda doesn't sound very good, but he does eat them. So here I kinda just bomb him. My god, it's only gone 11 minutes. This is a 48-minute video, and yeah, I saw another movie, by the way. I saw RIPD. It's called Ripped. With dots between every letter. I think it stood for Rest in Peace Police Department or something like that. It was pretty funny. It's a pretty funny movie. I also saw Oblivion with Tom Cruise. I think it was called Oblivion. That was a disappointment. I'm not really a fan of Tom Cruise anymore. It was a long time ago, since Top Gun. But didn't like Oblivion. It's not my type of movie, even though it was science fiction. And what else have I seen? Yeah, I actually managed to go and see Red 2. That was a pretty good movie. I liked it. I liked the first Red as well. I also saw that in the upcoming The Expendables 3, which is I like the second one, but I really love Bruce Willis. Not love, but I like him as I'm a fan of Bruce Willis, I can say that. I saw that he was kicked out of the Expendables in Expendables 3, and instead Harrison Ford will be in Expendables 3. And that's gonna be interesting. I'm just a bit sad that Bruce Willis isn't in it, because that's kind of why I saw those movies, and Arnold, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm a fan of Arnold as well. And I do like Jackie Chan a bit, and he will also be in Expendables 3. So that might become a good movie, I'm not sure. And yeah, not sure at all. It's rumored that Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill will be in Star Wars Episode 7. It's just rumored, nothing confirmed, but I think that it looked like Mark Hamill had lost a bunch of weight there at Celebration 2. It looked a bit larger on earlier pictures, maybe. Maybe it's true, I hope so. I would love to see the old actors back in the new Star Wars movies. What else is going on? I'm not sure. I'm not that updated. Actually, most of the time at Celebration 2 I stood in line to get autographs. I did get Jeremy Bullock's autograph as well. He is Boba Fett. There are actually two actors being Boba Fett. I also bought the exclusive Black Series Boba Fett, and I really like that new toy line. It's it's 6-inch. There are also 3.75-inch figures, but I think that no, sorry about that. I think that the lower scale lose too much details on that line. I'm not really that happy how. Yeah, that's where I kind of fail on the trap and didn't bring enough stuff. But yeah, I don't like that. I like the 3.75-inch scale, of course. I got a complete Star Wars collection in as it comes to vintage loose figures. Yeah, Star Wars collection can never actually be complete. It's but I got all the figures. They're at the toy museum right now. As I'm recording this, they will be there for a couple of more months, and then I will get my beloved collection back. But yeah, the newer figures, I'm not that happy with. I think that now with 3D printers and stuff like that, you should be able to get much better details than I saw on those small figures. But they were small, very small. Actually, there was some characters like Obi-Wan Kenobi that was like, oh my god, that one's great. I really want the Obi-Wan Kenobi figure. That's the best one I have ever seen. And but when I was a kid, I would have loved the 6-inch figures. Would have loved those. But I did like smaller lines. Like I had a bunch of Dino Riders. I sold those when I started my company to gain a little bit more money. But they were really small, and I guess I preferred small stuff because you could bring them along when you traveled and stuff. I know I brought a bunch of stuff to France when I was there when I was a kid. I think it might have been the Ghostbusters, the vintage Ghostbusters that I brought, or something like that. I'm not sure, but some of them were actually had a kind of journey to Paris. That's completely irrelevant to what I was talking about. Yeah, the Black Series. I bought the Han Solo Carbonite exclusive Boba Fett there, and it looks great. Actually bought two, and one I will probably not keep. If it sells, I'll sell that. But it's very detailed. I didn't like it at first when I opened it. It was like a little bit less than I expected, but I like it more and more. I will probably start collecting the 6-inch line. Maybe show some of them here in the channel later on. Not sure how that will go. I got a lot of stuff I want to do. As unfortunately this summer have been hell. My god, it's never been this warm. I can't recall it ever being as warm as it's been this summer. Maybe now when the kind of rain and shit comes, it will be more of an Airsoft season. I haven't been able to play one single game. It's just been too hot. And the winter before, it was minus 16 degrees Celsius at the last game I was on. No, that's actually a bit wrong. I was two games there, and it was 0 degree indoors at the second, and the first one was outdoors. It was minus 16 Celsius. And so we didn't play that much the winter either, and hopefully now when summer is kinda getting over with it, then maybe we can have some games. It will be fun. Maybe some reviews there where I actually can speak English, not like the kind of shit review I did there about the site. It was the first time I spoke in front of a camera, and yeah. I was gonna remove that, but then someone liked it, and I was like, oh no, no, I don't like that. It sucks. But yeah, it's. I've changed my opinions about that site since testing it a bit earlier. I might redo it a lot when I actually don't have it on even when using it anymore. I bought it for the looks rather than the use, because I never actually use sights when playing Airsoft. It's not really reliable. Sure, you can tweak a gun to shoot good, and you can have a sniper rifle that shoots very far and is dangerous at close range, but normally you kinda can predict where all those bullets are gonna come. It's rarely that you aim, and when you have to aim, it's actually easier to just aim along the barrel of the gun instead of using the sight, especially with the red dot sight. I'm sure that with a real weapon that is extremely useful, but with Airsoft, personally, after a while I don't really use the sight at all. So I have it turned off to be able to see through it instead of seeing the dots. And it's a rather large thing in there in that sight. This is the special attack again. Fly away like hell. And I don't think, maybe that was what killed me, we'll see. I brought life powder as well. I need to drink something here, so please. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's a bit long video. Yeah, maybe that the special attack was what killed me there at the end and made this take a little bit longer. Sure. I don't remember. I got a bad memory. I was gonna say something, but now I kinda forgot it. Damn. So we are poor Kelbies. Cave is a natural place, probably in the desert, after feeling this summer. And that was one horn. I'm not going there. I'll try to kind of start getting movies up again, and but there is a little bit more I have to do before I can get back on track here. So there will be a little while between the videos here. And yeah, it's not that much to talk about at all. Yeah, thank you, by the way, to all my subscribers, 110 now. I actually didn't think I would have any subscribers, but I really appreciate that. I don't say it often, but I really do appreciate that you watch my movies, kinda small episodes here. I will move on to some other game when I'm over with. I don't have the time to do several at once, or the space at the computer to do more than one at a time. I did start a little bit on StarMade, but in the end, nah, it's not that fun of a game. I can't really recommend StarMade. It's a bit fun to build your cruiser and go and kill it, but it's in alpha stage. It's like judging a game after alpha. You can't really judge that. but it's like Minecraft in space, but you build like space stations and you build large cruisers and small fighters and stuff like that. Stuff ain't actually working very well right now, and but it's moving along. I don't play it anymore. I think it's a bit hard to do a series about that because it's so much. It's actually a very advanced game. If you're gonna start with it, do take the tutorial mode. I didn't, and my god, you really need to go through the tutorial in that game. And apart from that, I haven't played much games. I'm still a bit pissed that Venture Brothers only had 8 episodes. What the hell? What series only do 8 episodes? I mean, either it's 3, 6, 9, I think 13, 26, something like that has been the standard in pretty much everything except for Game of Thrones, which do 10 every time. But 8. Angry at the Venture Brothers. I was looking forward for the next episode. I hope that they release season. What is it now? 6. Season 6 soon, because it was so short, the first season. I think they used the 13 episodes per series earlier. I wonder what made them only do 8. But it's actually a great series. Venture Brothers is well worth seeing. It's sick. It's a bizarre series, and the last series of it was the most well done so far. It was actually, I think they upped the animation a bit. Maybe that was what cut down it. I want the action figures. I haven't really figured it out yet. There are some different scales, and I don't want to have kind of all different stuff. In that case, I need to find one line that I like. Oh, and by the way, to promote here a little bit on the Star Wars forums, it's been on for a while. It's a project doing dioramas for vintage and modern Star Wars figures, and I hope that, since I don't have any money myself to put into that right now, I hope that they will start mass producing these dioramas, because they look great. On at least the concept look great. They will use 3D printers, and you can't really fail with a 3D printer if you know what you are doing there with the CAD models. But it will be segments. Is it called segment? Like pieces that you can put together to make a part out of either the Death Star or the Tantive Way, I think it is. It's that ship in the first Star Wars movie. I'm not sure if that is the Tantive Way. I'm not that set into it, but it looks exactly like the ship in the beginning. Not the entire thing, just the small pieces you put together, and then you can change out the bottom. I will link to that in this video here, where you can put in some funds. They are actually way above what they wanted to be, so this is going to happen, and they are shipping out in November and December if you want one, and I am seriously considering that myself. I just personally wanted to promote that a little bit here, even though I have like very little views. But as long as one person see my video that isn't my best buddy Bjorn here who watch all my my videos. Thank you anyway, Bjorn. Björn, it's called in Swedish. But as long as someone sees this, I am happy. And maybe you you want that Raaaww, I'm not sure. It's a good opportunity to get one. Can't really tell how they will look in the end, and that's also one of the things that kind of hold me back a little bit, since there are no photos yet. There are only concept 3D models to look at. And it will be very, very interesting to see how it turn out. Oh, I'm still at the Black Diablos. 31 minutes, closing to the end. Yeah, it kinda beat the crap out of me, as the other Diablo did. That fucking tail swipe, it's silly, even if it's large, it always hit me. It's pretty much in no time I managed to get away from that. Not sure. I think I'm going back here, so I'm just gonna speed this up here. Oh, okay, so that saved a couple of minutes there. I'm not sure if I just chose to cut that part away or leave it. I haven't figured that out yet. And the bad part is that I am on my own now. I was kinda expecting to get a little bit more help from my buddy, but his joypad broke. And just stopped working. After that the display stopped working, and yeah, his PSP is kinda over. Which sucks a lot. Because that means that I will have to do these horrible fucking monsters on my own. It's, all of them. Not that happy about that. The PSP is actually it's not that good. I am a fan of PSP. I like how it looks, and I like how you hold it. You actually get a pretty good grip. At some part you can get a little bit of a blood loss in your hands there and lose the functionality. But it's not that much as it is on the 3DS. 3DS is horrible in my opinion, unless you have that extra thing. I'm not sure with the Circle Pad Pro or something like that. You kinda got an extra grip there, and that helped. I couldn't actually play with it at all before I got that. But anyway, it is still extremely good at breaking at a joypad and different parts. On my old, what prevented me from continuing on my old was that the USB port stopped working suddenly. It just refused to recognize the PSP anymore between the computer and the PSP. I couldn't do shit about it. It just stopped working, and I managed to, through my buddy's PSP, transfer stuff to the card and reinstall everything, and the factory reset and stuff. Nope, didn't work. It just gave up. And that's when I got this new one, and this is working very great, but I'm really careful with this one, because they break so easily. I'm not the only one having trouble with the PSP. It's very fragile, especially that joypad. But I can't really use the PS3 controller at this point, this far in, because I used it a good bit. I thought it was great to kind of get a better view, but there is a delay. Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh, he did get me. Ooh, close. There is a delay when using that, and at this high up, it's not easy to have the delay. Okay, someone is walking outside again. See if my dog actually decides to bark. Nope. Great. Great, she didn't. Now I don't have to cut it. So, yeah, he's lost one horn so far. Not sure about the rest. He's tired, but the constant enrage is kinda... he isn't tired very long. I think I managed to use a sonic bomb here. Yes. And I want to break the horn a lot. I really want to. Oh, don't remember if I get a majestic horn or not. I just know that I didn't get much stuff from this one. If I remember correctly, I almost didn't get anything at all from him. And yeah, I'm sorry for another boring video. This is where I would like to trap him because he went to sleep, but nope. No traps. Note to myself in the future, bring enough materials to do traps, because it sucks otherwise. Especially when you try to keep the videos down. I mean, sure, if I was just farming this, it would be nice to kill it. Yeah, some monsters are better to kill, some are better to capture, if you read on the wiki what you get for capture rewards and stuff like that. But it's actually the space and the time it takes to do those extra minutes. It takes a lot longer, and especially uploading. That's the bad part about uploading. If they go up to 10 gigabyte, then I'm in trouble usually, because that will pretty much make the internet unusable for 24 hours now. It's not that bad anymore, but it's almost like that, so I upload at night. I just leave it on to upload. And yeah, here you can see why I had trouble in that little cave there. He kinda charged 2 meters or something like that. Just turn around and charge again, and eventually, pretty sure he kinda got me there and one-shotted me. Maybe it wasn't a one-shot, I might have been low on health. I don't remember. Ouch. My god, it's fast. He is fast for sure. And I do like Diablos. I'm not angry at Diablos like I sadly am at some other monsters. In this game, Diablos isn't that bad. I mean, do have the tail swipe to kind of get you every time, and it's pretty hard to beat it as melee. And yeah, but in Unite I really hate Diablos and the Monoblos, and if there are any other subspecies I count that in as well, because they just dig, and they never come up, and when they do come up, it's like on the other side of the map. They don't just change area to the next area, they change the area, the entire map. And it was a lot harder actually. This this Diablos, I did go with melee because I don't think I would have made it within the time limit to kill this one if I didn't go with melee. There, he got me there. I did block, but it didn't matter. I'm not sure if I had too little life. I didn't see that. I might have had so little life that I died anyway, or too little energy or something like that. But just sucks to die at the end when he's so close to dying that he's constantly enraged. So, speeding up again. Okay, so he's sleeping. I kinda go for his face here and hope I will break the horn. Break horn. Break. No. It broke. Yes. I kinda remembered that I did that, but I wasn't entirely sure if I did. 48 minutes of post-recording is pretty hard. Yeah. So when you get to this area here, it gets really, really bad. I suggest capturing this one because the charges, they are fast in, and in here it's actually tight. It's hard. Should be dying soon here, I think. I hope I will die soon. I would be surprised if it didn't, but it's about 4 minutes left on this video. And here I was like, what the, I'm not going to die again, you son of a bitch. I was swearing a lot here, and yeah, he just didn't seem to die, and he probably would have been dead if it wasn't a silver crown. I was thinking on redoing this one, but I decided that I could do post-recording on this one and talk a little bit on what was going on at CE2, Star Wars Celebration Europe, which was so fun. And actually our parking lot, I didn't know this here in Sweden. We got people that work with actually putting tickets on your cars when you, if you're a little bit outside of the parking space, you get a ticket, and it's actually very important that you stay inside those lines, because otherwise you will get a ticket. They're very, it's called petty or something like that. They're very precise with that. But then we get to Germany in Essen, and we are at the red light, and so it gets green, and the cars in front, they don't move on. And we're like, what the hell? Why are they not moving on? And it turns out that they have actually parked there in the middle of the road in front of the light. So we were standing behind a bunch of parked cars, and instead of doing the kind of side parking that we do here, they kind of park the cars half the way up on the walkway, so you can fit twice as many cars in the same amount of parking space, which is great. It's actually pretty good. It's a great thing, and the parking house that we had next to where we lived in Düsseldorf, it was in Düsseldorf that we lived close to Essen, but it was full, so we decided that let's just park on the sidewalk, and we did, and people didn't even look up when they came there. We went up with the car on the sidewalk, went over a couple of ways in there to a fuel station, and then up on the sidewalk, and people just they waited for us to get to our little personal parking lot there. It was fun, and yeah, nobody cared. Nobody cared about that. So it was kind of different from here. Could have talked more about what's going on here, but I think this is the end of this video. There will be a little longer between the videos now, sorry about that. I have to catch up with work and a few other stuff back home here, and haven't completely done that yet. There was a twisted horn. A fang. Diablos fang. There you see, it was a silver crown. I think that's a large crown. It looks like a large crown. Anyway, yeah, there is a half minute left on this video. I'm not sure what I do. I'm not sure what we will do next. I haven't recorded the other video at this time. So this will be the end of this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked my videos, please comment, rate and subscribe. See you next time.